highlights. We want to make sure that with ball movement by the Mercury. Copper a little more length on her, takes it in. They kick it out again.
For the Las Vegas Aces, player inside. Because of her defensive presence, but
She hasn't had a lot of extended experience. Asia Wilson. Copper up. Copper 19 points. Cloud and Mack and Wilson still. Fader from push, kick it out. There's Plum. It's picked up by Chicago back in home for shot clock down to 2. Around
motion.
The play to his system, and they believe that they and the Mercury have come out.
It's a box out because
see what comes out of this one. The Mercury, and they've already hit a couple.
With doing so,
effort paying dividend. Skip across to Clark.
Period. But
Yeah,
they're
Mercury instead. Skip across to Clark. As Young out on the right side.
The ball moving, popping it.
5 boards for Mack. Point guard by committee.
Hammond told us this morning the Aces are a fantastic point.
Got to pay a little more attention to a few more things. One weaving around. There's some.
Recognize that she had.
Now Jackie Young trying to stick with. Nice addition. She's been defensive plays.
Fouling.
And they get it to 8.
But
Wilson, high post against the Aces. We thought she was left. That one was just a miss.
Wilson is pouring into that. We tell her they get compliment. She really feels that.
That she does, and you see why.
Vegas last year.
Yeah. How? There's Clark, squares it up. About 9 a game so far in this early. Tarasi did go into the Bay Area, a new team border.
Phoenix got a little
been shooting and perfect behind the arc as before, but her strength is just inwards, and they've been able to get and takes an edge with the defense, and she's 7 of 8 shooting defenders as it's Allen Young. Oh, the and one but the decision worked out.
Back in the ball game. Oh no!
Shot drops in. Advantage of this opportunity as Clark. Kelsey Plum ready to before Clark
and playing in the off season.
They had in that off season outrunning Copper finger roll in her 9th season.
Colson may have gotten away with the travel.
By 1, it's been back and forth. Skip across again. Points. Copper
way running in transition. But you can't just give into it. You've got to
stop. Oh, what a dish around everything. I would be in shock. Wilson says, "Yep, it's on me." Really struggled last year. They didn't have
energy. I think she gives a little needed to improve in, and her intent.
Yeah, I love the scrappy play. You can just see head down. They are just.
Asia Wilson gets the basketball
up against Liz Dixon. Wilson staying right with her, got a piece of it, but Wilson looked at Jackie Young, picked up by
running the point, making those quick has with Asia.
Yep. She only had 4 points in the first half against the Mercury.
To get that #1 position.
That set a record in that home open. And they're just working it around. Max back in. Martin ball fake.
When you move the ball from side to side.
She took advantage with this bucket. Be able to get her as
Compton having the free collectively together.
It's kind of Kate Martin all by herself. Right side. 6th-year player gets the Cloud will come off. Birch is going to
going into the locker room at the time.
It's been back and forth. High post. Gets it again. For the tie. Sector of it, no doubt. She's like a coach, whether she's on the. No certainty as to when. Shot clock, game clock. Cloud pulls up.
Got out.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Everybody, that Kalia Copper is out there. Trying to stick with Copper. Young comes over. She'll get the kick out again. This time. To the crop. Beck Allen. Second. Wilson fakes one way. Goes. Cloud has really been talking about and working on her entire second 3 of the game for Toronto.
7-3. Instead of
Cloud using the high screen. Up. She's got the ball just short
to return. And the finish.
Matt just cut into the lane. You see how trying to get some space. Now Young matched up with Wilson out running and picks up her second. They've forced turnovers on the Taurasi takes this.
Be healthy throughout this season.
Yeah, it's a lever two from the line on that last. It's just sitting right there. And scoopment.
That was the 14th assist.
Gonna try hers. Allen jumper on the baseline. 5 of 7 behind the arc. She's got 15, as you mentioned. Last week.
Down from the three-point line. Yeah, is the only post player.
Just one of her biggest strengths, trying to stay with Copper.
Figure, oh, that's just another week away from us. We even talked about talent shows that they have.
Gets Wilson in the air, drives it up. Left.
It's really surprised at a time. The guards.
Cloud trying to lose. Cloud played with the Mercury. Played with Kate Martin.
That was all her tricks.
That's right. Taurasi.
Prime form at the age.
People after a season ago thought 5 threes. She's got Sutton steps it back.
The sagging tight man, but
the Aces down 3 and making off the win against Atlanta. A game by Taurasi. Takes it up. Clock go down. Martin gets it back.
I wonder if Adam Levine's going to come back. We were two teams. It was the Aces where they had
potential wins for the Mercury. Trying to get Clark to come up. Gets her there. And she is open. Better heed the lead. Copper with the ball in her hand. And good deal.
The Aces switching, and when they can get
Sutton drives it down the lane. Plum recognizing just in those. They have 16 now. That is a single
away the three, but the rotations
with the defense. And they let
guard defending
29 coming off of a career high lead back and another quick power.
Needs that the Aces have to make a production in the paint.
Shot clock. Wilson steps it back and Plum out on the break to her, and she did reach in at the time. Wilson 19 points, 3 of 4 from the stripe.
And Asia Wilson decides to get
some stops to go along with it. Looking to help coming over.
2 free throws.
Gets those players going to Becky Hammond. So much rebound for Wilson Giesen. Stokes.
And see, there's a switch. She got
down to 3. Taurasi. Almost a takeaway by Plum on
Kelsey Plum calling the paint. Well, you've got to keep her out the three-point line. So you've got to play her tight.
Aces trying to come back against Atlanta. And help D coming. Wilson on the drive. Intercept. Cloud.
That can help Atlanta make the playoff.
Down to Plum, and
it's not panic time.
Taurasi. And she and Jackie Young.
Asia Wilson handling the ball more.
Across, Cunningham in the corner. Wilson from the free throw line.
Frustration.
Copper. Wilson and Cloud. Plum. Young is on her. Squeezes it. Doesn't have to be a 3.
Needed to stop a run or need a big.
And now some full court pressure. Aces not been there tonight.
Timeout remaining.
Young, but she can't get the putback.
Jackie Young, the offensive rebound. I don't know. I mean,
she's done
a new system. Yeah. You just want to.
Well, so good. He gives so much credit to their general manager.
Well, just imagine the take in the mix.
Big win for them.
Over at the start of this game, 16-7 points.
Yeah.
75 by decide, playing inside out.
Yeah, that's a very good point. And a good sign for the Mercury and for everybody that Kalia Copper is out there. Plum trying to stick with Copper. Young comes over for Kelsey Plum. And she'll get the kick out again. This time the Aces now up by 7. Matt skips it across. Beck Allen. Foul on Copper, her second. Matched up against Asia Wilson. Fakes one way, goes in.
This is an area I think Kelsey Plum has really good look at it.
I feel like that's something she's been talking about and working on her entire in the right reads. Second three of the game for Toronto.
These two teams met. Diana Taurasi hit 7 threes. Instead of
Cloud using the high screen. Young, nobody picks her up. She's got the ball just short.
Didn't know if she was going to be able to return. Space, just enough fade away and the finish.
The Aces. Matt just cut into the lane. Beck Allen on Plum. You see a Plum to 5. Wilson guarded by Cloud, trying to get some space. Now Young matched up with Kai, and they knock it out of her hands. And Asia Wilson out running, and
She commits the foul on Asia Wilson.
picks up her second. As have done so far in this season is they've forced turnovers on the
They've been there 8 times so far.
Taurasi takes it. Gustafson's on for the Aces.
Taurasi, he wanted her to be healthy throughout this potential future.
Yeah, watching the minutes. Asia was actually 1 for 2 from the line on that last hesitation from Plum into the lane. Gustafson right there. And scoop.
She's got to be happy with the ball movement. That was the 14th assist.
Allen. Gustafson gonna try hers. Dixon gives it up to Allen. Jumper on the baseline. Hey, Copper, another bucket. 5 of 7 behind the arc. She's got 20 in the third quarter. They had 15, as you mentioned, last week.
Typically slowing the Mercury down from the three-point line.
Yeah.
See, it's just a tough matchup. Liz Dixon is the only post player.
Yeah, just one of her biggest strengths. Clark trying to stay with Copper. And
Clark.
Yeah, she's a great option.
Training camp in the NBA, you figure, oh, that's just another week away from us. You can have team meals together. He even talked about talent shows that they have.
Skip all the way across to Cunningham. She gets Wilson in the air, drives it up. Left Dixon will take a seat.
It's really surprising. Playing one post player at a time. The guards.
This Mercury team. Cloud trying to lose back on for the Aces. Cloud. Played with the Mercury, leading scorer at Iowa. Played with Kate
Martin to defend Caitlin Clark. She knows all her tricks.
That's right. Sutton cut off by Gustafson. Taurasi.
She is in prime form at the age.
After seeing her dinged up, a lot of people after a season ago thought Plum has 5 threes. She's got. Sutton steps it back.
And Phoenix looking to kind of a sagging tight man, but
under a minute left in the third. The Aces down 3 and make Mercury coming off the win against Atlanta. Again, out of the ball too. Hesitation by Taurasi. Takes it up. Jackie Young's gonna let the clock go down. She and Kate Martin. Martin gets it back here to face these Aces.
I wonder if Adam Levine's gonna come back. In the first minute between these two teams is the Aces, where they had biggest Aces.
Would be big. Back-to-back potential wins for the Mercury. Jackie Young with the play call, trying to get Clark to come up. Gets her there into the hands of Copper. And she is open.
Wow.
What happens after that?
That's right.
Better heed the 6-point Mercury lead. Copper with the ball in her hand. And good
take advantage of the Aces switching, and when they can get.
Sutton drives it down the lane. Down 4. Plum recognizing.
Great.
Well, I was just thinking the same thing. Just in those. After making another 3, Carolyn, they have 16 now. That is a single.
Tighten up. Not only taking away the 3, but the rotations.
Becky Hammond is. It always really starts with the defense. And they let
the mismatch of a smaller guard defending.
Copper with 29 coming off of a career high. The bench was big, hit a big 3 to give them their lead back, and another quick
for Asia Wilson to take over. It's enough defense, then you'll have shooters around you.
Let's get to the free throw line if she can.
The reads that the Aces have to make away the easy opportunities of production in the paint.
Dixon fighting it out. 5 on the shot clock. Wilson steps it back up just a bit, and Plum out on the break run. They were looking to her, and she did reach in at the time. Wilson with 19 points, 3 of 4 from the stripe.
The aces down the stretch when Asia Wilson decides to take.
But the aces have to get some stops to go along with it.
About Diana Taurasi and Beck Allen.
Trying to post up Cloud. Mac looking to help coming over.
She's frustrated missing those previous 2 free throws. And Becky Hammond.
Yeah, without Chelsea Gray, you see those players going to Becky Hammond so much. Rebound for Wilson, gets that double-double every single game this season. Stokes, 10-point Mercury lead.
And see, there's a switch. You got
it switched back. Shot clock down to 3. Taurasi.
It's a big possession.
Almost a takeaway by Plum on
the switch again. Mouse in the house. Kelsey Plum caught the paint.
33 for Copper.
Defending Copper, you've got to keep her curling, cutting across your face.
Quickness.
Well, she's got that threat from the 3-point line, so you've got to play her tight.
Run. Aces trying to come back. Win in their last game against Atlanta. And Help D coming. Wilson on the draw. Q on the pass. Plum there to intercept. Cloud.
Parker Tyus in Atlanta. That can help Atlanta make the playoff.
Inbound to Plum, and
but still, it's not panic time.
Taurasi. And she and Jackie Young.
Becky Hammond has talked about Asia Wilson handling the ball more.
The shot clock. Skipping it across. Cunningham in the corner. Wilson from the free throw line.
In frustration.
To get out of here with the W. Copper. Wilson and Cloud. Plum gets, and they give it to Copper. Young is on her. Squeezes it. Aces just need a bucket. Doesn't have to be a 3.
Anytime they've needed to stop a run or need a big
points. And now some full court pressure. Aces goes to the free throw line. She's not been there tonight.
Now Vegas only has 1 timeout remaining.
On the rebound to Jackie Young, but she can't get the putback.
I think from Kelsey Plum, did Jackie Young the offensive rebound? I don't know. But Kalia Copper, I mean,
right, player of the game. She's done.
But a lot of times when you come into a new system, you just want to. Here she goes again.
Yep. Well, so the team that does not lose at home very often. For Nate Tibbetts and the Mercury, gives so much credit to their general manager and system and what we needed.
Well, just imagine Griner to rotate in the mix.
In Michelob Ultra Arena, big win for them.
In 4th quarter, well, she carried that over at the start of this game. 16 to finish this game with 37 points. 75